Welcome to our webinar. Thank you all for joining us today. Today we will talk about membership management on Salesforce platform. I would like to start by introducing my co-presenters. Today we have Yelena, our Salesforce consultant, Marichka, our project manager, Richard, mid-market account executive at Salesforce, and I'm Dagmara, product manager at Advanced Communities. Let me briefly introduce our company. Advanced Communities was founded in 2008 and has been a Salesforce partner since 2016. We specialize in Experience Cloud, known as Experience Community Cloud, and have worked with nonprofits, membership organizations, and associations for the past few years. We do consulting work, and we received multiple awards for our projects, but we also do apps, and with over 50,000 installations of our products, we are the biggest Experience Cloud component provider on AppExchange. Our components are utilized by thousands of companies, organizations, and nearly every major Salesforce partner, including Accenture, IBM, and Salesforce themselves. Now let's move to our today's topic. The biggest trend that affects both commercial and membership organizations nowadays is digitalization. It creates challenges and opportunities for membership organizations. More people work and spend more time online, everything becomes digital, and there are too many products for membership organizations in the market. But digitalization is also helping membership organizations to find new ways of being more effective in what they do, to better understand their members, and to offer more value in engaging with them in many ways. And on the topic of membership value and member engagement, I'd like to pass it on to our guest from Salesforce, Richard. Richard, over to you.
Hi, welcome everybody. I'm just going to take the screen if that's okay. Good afternoon. What I'd like to do today is introduce a concept from the member perspective of why people pay for membership. Can you just give me a thumbs up if you can see the presentation there? So with that in mind, we went and did some market research. And across our nonprofit membership base, we asked a question, which is, why are you part of a membership organization? And we got back a set of quotes. I'll just read them out quickly. So one person said, I only joined because it's what everyone's expected to do. I hardly ever read the monthly magazine now. There's another one, I signed up because it keeps my insurance costs low. And one, there is always someone at the organization can help me find an answer. One particular individual just hadn't got around to cancelling his direct debit. Quite a lot came back with a social element. They liked it because they had friends there and could chat to people on the same level. And there are a cadre who are thinking about joining organizations, other organizations, but just haven't got around to it. Give me a thumbs up if you identify with any of those. I certainly do. So we took those quotes, and for our first stage of the analysis, we bucketed them into 3 different categories. So why people were paying for memberships was, 1, for benefits. That could be financial, professional, and community. Some joined because of community benefits, because they were looking for a social element, or they were looking to learn, or some sort of support. And we also found one part, which was really interesting in terms of status quo bias. Why people were joining and why people were staying. And that was really, really interesting. So under the category of financial benefits, we've taken the 2 quotes here from I only joined from what I'm expected to do, and I signed up for a particular financial benefit. As a membership organization, I think it's really, really key to look at how are you making people aware of what the benefits of your organization are. How do you do that, and how do you make it clear? Once you've advertised those benefits, made people aware of it, how easy is it for people to consume those benefits? Are there people that could consume your benefits that just haven't heard about you? Do you have a wider audience? And when they are consuming their benefits, can your members interact with each other? From the community side of benefits, an online forum, because this can be a really powerful way of connecting individual members. So they're not just interacting with you, they're interacting with each other. You then facilitate that communication. So you've got potentially an online forum. How do you encourage members to communicate with each other? Is your content easy to access? And then, is your service best of breed? And by service, if your members are having problems or questions, how easy is it for them to resolve that particular issue? So that can be a really good technique on maximizing your value. And with people wanting to leave, stay, or join, how do you extend your audience to new prospects? How easy is your onboarding process? And typically we're seeing, if it is difficult to join your organization, it translates to a real lost opportunity in onboarding new members. Also, can you recognize dissatisfied members? And this brings us onto a point of status quo bias. It's a really interesting phenomena of the way the mind works. When I was in the Navy, I have a really powerful memory of being audited for a cup of coffee that was taken at the wrong time of day. And it's what I remember about my relationship with the HR department. When I left, I got given a decent gratuity. But my emotional response to that £2.50 cup of coffee and my larger gratuity is about the same. So we feel the pain of a loss more than we feel the benefits of a gain. And if you can incorporate this in your messaging, it can be a really powerful way of helping your members understand the benefits of what you do. So how can you use it? So it's a lot harder to recruit a new member than it is to retain a new one. So a potential technique is, if you focus on making CSAT a priority, that can really help you retain. In terms of messaging outside your organization, think of the ways that you present your message. We find transactional benefits to be a much less powerful message than to outline the disadvantages of not being part of your membership group. So emotional based decision beats rational decision making. And going back to that £2.50 cup of coffee, that was an emotional response I had, which has colored my rational decision making. Also, be prepared to meet your members on the channel that they want to communicate with you on. So there is a myth out there that more mature audiences are reluctant to use new technologies, and that is not the case. Think about how you can meet your members on the channel of their choice. So there's a lot of range to go from. And one statistic I saw from the BBC a couple of weeks ago is that the average amount of time spent on apps is up to 4.5 hours a day now. So I wanted to pose a question. How important is a connected organization? And I've taken 3 elements here. So if you're very good at sales and service, but you don't have the channel of your choice, then you may be missing out on potential unrealized value. So if you have a particular element of this that could do with improving, you will get a better result than the sum of all these three parts. So we looked at all membership organizations, and they're all very different. However, put in a linear fashion, all membership organizations do these types of activities. So there is an awareness function of showing people what you do. There's some kind of onboarding function. You have to manage your members, provide some sort of value, and then service your members and deal with renewals and retention. So we've expanded all these topics and we've come up with a membership map. And after this webinar, please feel free to go away with this particular map and look at what things you're doing very well and what things that you could be potentially doing better, and look at ways that a membership portal can really add to these areas. I'll give a couple of examples. On the right here, a way that members can self-service payments is a very, very good way to drive satisfaction. But also, if you're looking to have members communicate with each other, doing that from an app or a portal is a very, very good technique to facilitate that. And I'll pause there for any questions. All right, thank you for your time. If anything comes up, please write it in the chat and I'll do my best to respond.
Thank you, Richard, for the great presentation. And hello, everyone. My name is Lena, and I'm going to introduce you our case study, which is based on our collaboration with a membership organization like Bond UK. So let me tell you a few words about it. This is the UK network for organizations working in international development. They connect a dynamic network of diverse civil society organizations to help eradicate global poverty, inequality, and injustice. Now they unite over 400 organizations ranging from small specialist charities to large international NGOs. Bond connects members to share expertise and develop their skills through events, training, and communities of practice. And we helped them implement it through ExperienceCloud, our packages, custom configurations, and development. It was quite important for them to have functionality in a community where it will be possible to offer free and paid events, training, offer packages for members to share their partners, job advertisement packages for recruiters so that they can buy them and offer their vacancies. Bond members, in turn, will have a chance to get some helpful resources in groups, training, visit events, use partner directory, and apply for jobs that recruiters offer. So let's deep dive into the details and go over the Bond site. Okay, please confirm that you can see my screen. All right, great. So let me introduce the Bond site here. Sorry, just a sec. Okay, so the messages. Let me introduce their website. The site. And as you can see here, 4 components which were important for them are in blocks on their homepage. And I would like to start with the powerful solution which we've implemented for them, and it met actually 2 of their goals. This is events and training, and our component events. As you can see here, we have 2 pages divided by visibility, only for members and events for everyone. Let's go over the list view. We can see different type of events here, like in person, Zoom, online. Also, they can be filtered by different categories, the calendar. If we go over the details, you can see the description, speakers, attendees. You can also register for events or register another user or even a group of users here. Also, Bond regularly provides training, which includes Zoom live sessions, a group and individual, online and in-person courses. And we actually use the same component of events and applied it for training purpose as well. And for Bond, it was significant to offer different pricing for training, which will depend on several factors. As you can see in description here, it depends, first of all, on the membership of user. And it can also depend on the registration date for the event or a number of users which they register for this or that event. For example, if a user belongs to an organization who is not a member of Bond, they will see one price. If a user belongs to an organization who is a member type A, for example, they will see second price or another price. If they belong to an organization who is a member type B, let's say, they will see the third price. And also extra discount is applied, as I mentioned before, if they book it as an early bird ticket, or if it's a bulk registration and they book a group of users. And actually, this is very convenient because when they click book or register button here, now it's sold out, so we can't see it, but when it's available, they click only one button and they see one price relevant to them based on all of those conditions which are described here. And this was very significant for Bond as they offer free and paid not only trainings but events as well. And events and training, this is actually the major source of their income. So that was valuable for them. Another important thing for Bond was to be able to offer their job advertisement packages for recruiters they collaborate with. So that recruiters can see these packages and buy some number of those. Here we applied Stripe integration, so all the payment process is made on one platform here. Also, extra discounts are calculated here, depending on the number of job advertisements they buy. Once recruiter bought some packages, they can see how many packages they have, and they can go to job board and add their job vacancies here. Bond members in turn can see all of those opportunities and they can apply for it. So this is beneficial for most of the staff, for all of the sites, I would say, because recruiters can promote their jobs, Bond members can find those opportunities and apply for them, and Bond as an organization themselves can have another source of earnings. Also, I'd like to introduce you another dedicated online space, which is called Bond Directory, where also Bond offers the Bond Directory profile subscription, where members can buy it. And once they become Bond Directory, once they bought the Bond Directory profile, they can actually promote here their partners, services, expertise, solutions. So this is also another way for Bond to have some income from this. And everything that we've just seen here in community, we can find internally on a single platform, Salesforce. So here you can find all the relevant records which you have in your community. And for example, you can see all the accounts here. They are called organizations. You can see the memberships of those organizations, also the contacts, which are related to those. You can see here your working group, membership, also job application, transactions related to advertisement packages and events as well. So everything located in one place. Or for example, you can find all the events you have in your community. You can open, edit it. You can see all the related files, descriptions, all the related records, including packages with pricing, including attendees, which means event participations, tabs if you have those, and any other records which are relevant to event you created. So everything is located in one place and you don't need to switch between different applications. Everything is here in Salesforce, and you can not only track and find this information, you can also configure it, set it, and keep it in one place. Thank you for your attention. Please don't forget to leave your questions in Q&A chat. In the end, we are going to answer them. And I'm going to pass the floor to my colleague, Marichka. Thank you.
Lena, for the great presentation. Hello, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to join us today. Please don't forget, as Helen said, to ask questions in the chat, as at the end we will have a live QA session. So today, I would like to introduce you the International Security Forum, a global expert on information security and risk management. Information Security Forum is also a membership organization that consists of some of the biggest companies and organizations in the world, from Bank of America, Citibank, and Barclays, to TikTok, Microsoft, and even Atlassian. Members of ISF get a lot of benefits from their membership, such as access to all tools, services, and events, such as access to ISF Live, the member-only portal, serving as a resource library and an interactive discussion platform that allows members to ask questions and share information all over the world. It's also an opportunity to regularly network with professionals from leading organizations at regional and global meetings, such as the ISF World Congress and also local chapter meetings. We'll talk about it later. And on demand, ISF also provides consultancy services. They support with products, with ISF products implementation. What else, and very important, is CPE, more known as continuous professional education, which also their members could receive. And of course, it's access to ISF learning service, delivering best-in-class programs and certifications. So let's see how it looks. I will show you ISF Live, the ISF member portal. Let me share my screen. Okay, great. I hope that you can see my screen. The first step, I would like to show you this ISF library with the content related to information security and risk management, providing members access to the latest research and reports in security is extremely important and one of the main benefits that ISF actually provides. So there is a lot of data. So the ISF library, as you can see, is well structured and easy to navigate. Let's take a look closer on an article. All the data is stored in Salesforce, and that allows ISF to track each download. We have developed a special system that calculates total cost of delivered resources per member based on monetary value of each report. Great. So my next step will be tools and methods. ISF uses Salesforce charter topics to classify content by each specific theme topic. So for example, when we open a topic benchmark, we can see everything that is related to that topic, such as reports and tools, upcoming events, videos and podcasts, supporting materials. There are a lot of topics in ISF, so this was very useful for them. And our next very important area for ISF is local chapters. Chapters are local member groups organized by different countries. Let's take a look on it. So therefore, ISF community members have access not only to global discussions, but also to local member networks, discussions, and events. And as events is one of the most common for membership organizations to engage with partners, ISF uses events quite a lot. So they organize regional chapter meetings, big annual conference, and regional webinars and workshops for ISF member organization. On the drop-down list, there are categories which you can see, such as chapter events, training workshops, solution development, webinars, and of course, calendar page, which provide information about past and upcoming events, and it could be set to view by month or by week, what is most useful for you. Now what I propose is let's go over one of the chapter events. I already opened one. Great. On this page is detailed page of the event. You can find a description of an event with dates, with place. If it's a local event, it even displayed a map. It shows all of the attendees who registered for this event, and it also displays speakers. For example, by clicking on detailed information about speaker, you could see a speaker, you could find also social links, and what is useful, you could find information which session actually this speaker will be. So also there is a special tab which has named Our Agenda. And on this tab, you can see all of the sessions related to this event. It's divided, and each session could have its own speaker. And by clicking on it, you can find information about what is going to be discussed on this during this session. And what time actually. For ISF, it also was one of the critical and very important thing as they have CP scoring, and all of the attendees receive their CP continuing professional education points by attending these sessions. So later ISF members can get certification based on the number of attended event sessions and earn CP scores. Also, there is a tab like Our Sponsor, where we can see the status of the sponsor, like gold. There could be also status like bronze, silver, gold, or platinum. And by clicking on it, you could find more detailed information about the sponsor. And of course, the tab Contact Us if there's some additional information needed All of these tabs are configurable, so could be set as different tabs for different events. And our next stop will be learning with ISF learning page. ISF also provides access to learning with various professional services and tools. ISF consultancy services further provides independent and objective guidance, support, and training, what is also important for them and their members. And also one of the important thing, besides a variety of reports and tools, ISF also provides its community members with podcasts and videos. These podcasts and videos also could be filtered, what is extremely important, by topics or filtered by different types. And probably the last thing, but not least, I would like to talk is about my profile page. On my profile page, by clicking on the button Edit, you could set related information, set up email notification, update your profile as a community member, and so on. And what is awesome is that it will also immediately update member records in Salesforce. So just to sum up, you just view two examples, Bones from Helena and ISF, which are totally different organizations with different goals, but Salesforce and advanced communities platforms allow them to grow and be successful in a competitive and constantly changing environment. So if you have any questions at this point, feel free to drop them in the chat and we will answer them on a live QA session at the end of the webinar. And Dagmara, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Marichka, for a great presentation. We've developed a package that creates a comprehensive system for membership management, the app called AC MemberSmart. Our goal is to provide a one-stop system for membership organizations and associations to help them enable growth, scaling, and tracking of their membership experiences using all the benefits of Salesforce. Salesforce is a perfect platform for managing every aspect of your organization. But having lots of experience working with membership organizations, we can tell that there are features that are specific for membership organizations that Salesforce doesn't support out of the box. And that is why we created our product. Let me show you what we have in our AC MemberSmart package, key parts of the internal app. But before I start, please feel free to ask questions during the presentation using the Q&A chat. Now I'll share my screen. First, let's see the personalized dashboards. The dashboards help visualize key business metrics, such as number of existing and new members, new event registrations and upcoming events, number of orders made in the shop, events with the highest revenue, event types, most popular events, and the job metrics. The dashboards are completely customizable. You decide what information is more important for you, and the dashboards will provide you with the infographics. Now let's move to the contact page. On the contact view on the right, here is a custom member card component that provides you some key users' activities, such as number of attended events, number of orders made in a shop, submitted job applications, payments and donations made by the user, and his engagement score. Our goal is to provide a 360-degree member view, a collection of all of your members' activities stored in one place to give you an easy understanding of your member, his activities, and the value of that member to your organization. Here, on the Related tab, you can see more details on your members' activities. What exact events were attended and when, submitted job applications, donations, payments provided by the user, open cases, and a campaign history. As we've seen from the ISF and bond projects examples, the key tool for member engagement is the member portal. And I invite you to have a look at what we have in our package quickly. Here is our solution for event management. We've just seen the detailed presentation of what we have in our event management package by my co-presenters. I would just add that we support any event scenario, person event and virtual event. Next one, member directory, lets your site users to search, filter, and collaborate with other members. Members can be searched by first, last name, email, or they can be filtered by country, city, skills, or any other custom values. The filters are completely customizable. We can click and go to the member's profile and decide if we'd like to follow this member, to send a private message, check his personal information, see his recent activities, and shared files. Next one, organizations directory, is intended to be searched and filtered to find the right organization. The organizations can be searched by country, level, industry, any other custom values, or just by using the search box. Now let me show you the organization's detail page, where we can find more information on the organization. We can see its location, leave a review or check the existing reviews, or contact the organization through the portal. Next page is the groups page, and it is possible to display existing groups and create new ones through the portal. I invite you to have a look at the group detail page, where we can see group description. We can join groups from here. We can edit and delete groups. We can manage group members, see the recent activities, related events, and shared files. Let me show you the payments page. You can easily accept membership fees through the portal. The billing form can be auto-populated with the information from the contact. It is also possible to collect donations from your site users. Your members decide what amount of fees they prefer to donate and simply submit the form. You can engage with the users using our blog tool. You can configure any kinds of categories and assign any of them to your posts. You can click and open the blog post to see its full version. We can leave a comment or check the existing comments. Job board is another flexible tool for the job seekers. We can add jobs from here or filter existing ones. The jobs can be filtered by industry, experience, type, or any custom values. And we can go and see the job detail page, where all the information regarding the job and the company is provided. We can apply for a position from the portal. We can see the location of the organization and when the job was posted, and check some details like type, experience, or salary. Next tool I'd like to show you is our shop tool. You can easily set up an online store and sell items both virtual and real. The items can be sorted by price, by categories. We can add items to cart, select colors or quantity, or read more information regarding the product. The MemberSmart app provides a comprehensive system for membership management. It's native to Salesforce, it's customizable and flexible. And talking about flexibility, I'd like to show you some parts of I'd like to show you the components from the Experience Builder. As we can see, The components can be dragged and dropped to any place on the page. Colors and fonts can be easily customized, so it's all user-friendly and native to Salesforce. We really appreciate the time you are spending with us today, and now we are ready to move to our Q&A session. Please welcome Stas Dunayev, our technical specialist, who will answer your questions.
Thank you, Dagmara, and thanks everyone for joining our session. So I'm going to go through questions one by one, and the first question that we have is about commerce piece. What are you using to drive the commerce piece, accept event registration, etc. So from technical perspective, we have integration with Stripe, which is one of the biggest payment processors. And also we have, for our e-commerce piece, we have integration with FinDoc. It's well-known, respected payment processor that is integrated into Salesforce that provides support for not only for Stripe, but I think for all the major European payment providers. The next question is how much of this functionality is bespoke and hence is the AP of advanced communities and help in a managed package, or is it open and hence available to clients or even other developers to build on? So first of all, everything that you've seen on the Dagmara's presentation, event management, payments, the directory for users, directory for organizations, this is all available as a part of the managed package. However, you can build things on top of what we have. I should also mention that the member portal that you've seen, it's Experiencecloud site. So that means you can add any pages, you can remove pages, and you can drag and drop these components. So there is a great level of flexibility. And of course, things like triggers, custom components, flows, that's all available on Salesforce platform. It allows you another level of flexibility, so you can build some custom notifications, some tasks or record creation on top of what we have. How mature is the solution? For example, how many major updates of the application have you released so far? How many existing sites and users are already using it? And do you plan to develop the product in the future? So it's a great question. So it is a new solution. MemberSmart is a new app that's going through security review now, and will be available on App Exchange. However, some of these elements, some of the components that you've seen, such as event management, e-commerce, directory member directory, this is a mature solution that already used by clients, and there are some quite big organizations that are using them, such as Greenpeace, such as Guide Dogs UK. So some of these things are new. Some of them are mature and proven pieces that are already working and helping different member organizations. Do you plan to develop the product in the future? Yes, that's our plan. We're planning to develop it, and we're planning to add more and more features. So our goal is to become best membership management platform on Salesforce. Okay, another question: how many of the components have you shown us are custom? So as I said, all these components are part of managed package. So you can just drag and drop them. Another question: as you know, you can share one community portal for limited users, and then you're left with 99 digital sites. How do you get around the limitations of only 100 sites for different customers? I would say typically 1 or 2 communities are enough. Normally you have one member portal, so if you have multiple organizations, multiple members that are using that are members of your organization, they typically use one portal, and Salesforce provides plenty of options in terms of personalization. So sometimes you need to create different experience for different users. So that's available within Salesforce. There are very strong personalization features in Salesforce. So I would say in most scenarios, you just need one portal. Thank you. Sounds that's the use of components. Very good. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've been around for a while. I want to repeat that we are the biggest Experience Cloud component provider on App Exchange. We have literally tens of thousands of our apps already used by customers, and pretty much every Salesforce partner is using them. I think I've answered all the questions, and there is one last message for best wishes for the whole Ukraine team. Thank you very much for your support. That means a lot. And there is last question, mobile optimization, I guess. So the last question about mobile support. First of all, Experience Cloud and all our components work perfectly well on a mobile phone or tablet in a browser, but also because it's a 100% native Salesforce solution. You can there is a product called Mobile Publisher that Salesforce provides, and that basically it's a mobile app that works on iPhone and Android, and that you would have exactly the same experience that you have in a browser. With some benefits such as push notifications. The members would not need to log in, so that. But it costs extra in terms of your Salesforce license cost. But also the good news that you don't need to do any development. If you want to have a mobile app, you just need to pay a bit more money to Salesforce, and pretty much immediately you can have a ready app for you to use. Okay, well, I think that's it. More wishes for Ukraine. Thank you very much. And yeah, well, thanks a lot. And if you have any extra questions, please feel free to send it to us. Thank you very much and have a great day. Thanks.